we have got to seriously, sincerely talk about the silver manipulation because it is utterly amazing what's going on. You know, Brother Rich came to me this Sabbath as we was eating Sabbath meal, and he said, "Pastor, have you heard?" I said, "No, I didn't heard anything." He says, "Apparently, all these miners, these miners, all right, they wanted to form a cartel against OPEC, a cartel against all this paper market manipulation. Because I think what it is, I think that it's costing them way more money to mine silver, tangible assets, i.e. gold, silver, out of the ground than what the market is reflecting. And these people are literally upset. And the reason why they're upset is because they understand that this thing right here is a farce. They understand it. And they understand that there's no regulatory agents out there. The CFTC is about like Bozo the Clown. It's just a laughing stock when it comes to trying to understand what's going on today, especially because it doesn't, sincerely, it doesn't make any sense. You know, 2008, 2009, and let's be conservative, okay? I don't have all the figures in my head like I did then. We're in 2014, okay? But the stock market was crashing 2008, 2009, 2010. Silver was around $19, $20 an ounce. Then all of a sudden it started shooting up, going up to 50. And the market was still looking dismal. All of a sudden, we print $7 more trillion and the market recovers. Oh, I told you. You know, I could believe this stuff if I was uninformed. If I did not educate myself, I could believe it. But I am so happy and so glad that I'm a patient man. I really, truly am a patient man. Because, you see, the world is being forced out of doing business with the United States of America and these Europeans. They say, I can't take this crap anymore. You can take paper and print it out of thin air until oblivion. And what happens is that while they take your assets, you get the paper. And hey, listen to me. I have my set of enemies out there. Literally, that they just literally take me on the chin. They hate my guts, boy. I mean to tell me, man, have they jumped on me. Pastor, look at the silver now. Let me go ahead and tell you what's going to happen, okay? Let me tell you what's going to happen. Number one, it's going up. Period. Why? There's a law. There's a law to everything. There's a law of gravity, law of supply and demand. Laws that these boogers fail. It's just a law. It's just not a matter of if, but a matter of when. You see, the miners, they want to stop production. They stop playing these games and stuff because, you know, you can't create and detonate these ICBMs, you know, that the United States of America and the Europeans are using to blow up the Palestinians and everybody else in the world. I mean, can you imagine to detonate one of these intercontinental ballistic missiles? It takes 500 ounces of silver. That's just to detonate it. And once it's gone, boom, it's gone. I mean, it is dust in the wind. But not only that, what they're doing is they're playing with the markets. The nations get it. You know, China's supposed to be a communist nation, but yet and still they're telling their citizens to buy silver, buy gold. America is telling everybody to invest in paper. And of course, you know, the derivatives are exploding. In other words, the bet that was against the bet that was against the bet. And most people gambling, okay? We use that word gambling, but we really truly don't understand. And most people who are caught up in religion, they would not go down and buy a lottery ticket to save their life because that is Gambling. They won't play the numbers because that's gambling. But yet these hypocritical fools will go and get into a 401k, gambling. That's pegged to the stock market, gambling. They'll go get a mutual fund, gambling, hoping to increase something in reference to what they invested for a later time based on the stock market, gambling. I mean, people, I'm utterly amazed at how we're literally duped and deceived because, Jesus told the people in the Bible, you take the money that I give to you, put it to the money changers so that when I come, I will have a whole lot more on my investment. I want a return for my investment. And of course, you lazy sluggards out there who define religion on your own terms, like I said, you won't go buy a lottery ticket. Chances are you may win, you may not. And chances are you're probably going to lose more than anything. But that's the same thing that's going on today with the stock market. You tell me how in the hell we are $17-18 trillion in debt, and I'm telling you it's $200 trillion. When you include unfunded liabilities, Medicare, Medicaid, Medicare. And when you look at the purchasing power of this dismal piece of crap right here that's going on, it's getting ready to be used for toilet paper. I'm telling you. I tell you, it's amazing what's going on. And so, no, I'm going to continue to keep on doing like I've always done. Take the hits, the shots across the bow. People telling me how dumb, stupid, ignorant I am. But I know one thing, before I adopt a position, I usually take my time and meditate on it, do my due diligence, researching everything really good and close. I just got finished listening to Jason Epstein talking about this very same thing. I'm behind the power curve because Brother Rich informed me about it, and I heard him talk about it, and I thought it was just time to talk about it because most people, you don't know him since I have a bunch of new subscribers and stuff. But, the Bible says money answers all things. That doesn't mean that you labor to be rich. No, you don't labor to be rich, but you be content with such things as you have. And godliness with contentment, that is the truthful great gain. That is what great gain is all about. But yet and still, don't be a fool. Don't be a fool like so many people have had. Because, the BRICS nations and China, they're starting to get them a stock market that's going to be pegged against the NASDAQ and the Dow. And there's competition. And people are not playing the game no more. They don't care about America and their lives, the Europeans and their lives and stuff. They're not just not doing it no more. They're literally not doing it's something. It's something. I really feel sorry for all you people out there who just simply don't understand the fundamentals of money. I really, truly, think about it. You go to work, you invest in a 401k. You think you're doing pretty good right now since the Dow went from 10 to 16,000, almost 17,000. And you have this illusion of what you call wealth, which can all be wiped away at one click of the button and stuff. So even the miners understand and they know that the market is being greatly manipulated and they're tired of playing the game. Why sit up here and have all your equipment out here mining half to death for silver and gold, what really truly is tangible assets? You wouldn't believe how much it takes just to get this one silver eagle out of the ground. You just wouldn't believe it. If you did, and if you did your due diligence, see, that's the problem. We have too many uninformed people who don't know a damn thing about anything that refuse because they don't put it in their mind. It can't be true because they don't believe it. So therefore, they define truth under their own terms. I can't be subject to that. You can't be subject to that. But we may all be entitled to our own opinions, but we're definitely not entitled to our own facts. And that's the problem we're having today is people are making up facts as they go. And they're influencing other people who would be fond of them. And what's going to happen is that all of them going to end up down a toboggan slide into the eternal lake of fire because they made the wrong choices and decisions because they made choices and decisions loving somebody based on soul ties, evil sympathetic soul ties, and not really truly being informed themselves. That's why the ministry where I preach and teach at, I'm the pastor. I believe in self-education. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, I do. I believe that people should be informed. I believe that when the information is put out there, you have a choice and decision of where you're going to receive and reject it. And you're going to know, not at the time when you make the decision to receive or reject, if you made the right decision or not. No, you're not going to find out if you made the right decision or not until you start walking in this. Then you're going to find out who's the truth, and who has been telling the truth, and who has the spirit of truth, and those who represent lies. You'll find out because pain and suffering will be your end and your ruin as you go. Even it gives you benchmarks. It lets you know you made the wrong choices and decisions and stuff. But hey, I can't clear you of a guilty conscience and shame. I can't do it. Y'all just simply can't do it. You know, one of the biggest problems we have in this world today is that people simply just don't know how to be loved. They don't. And when you have people that are dealing with loneliness, abandonment, abuses, neglection and stuff, people start to turn to natural things in order to fulfill the void that only love can put in. That's why we have so many people that are alcoholics, so many people indulge in food and get obese, because there's a sincere void there of real true love that's going on in the world. And then of course some of you fabricate bad feelings and emotions because the world is just not operating the way that you think, or somebody is not operating the way that you think they ought to. And if they don't operate the way you think they ought to, all of a sudden you go crazy as hell. You be emotional disorder, trying to force change on other people, and you're destroying yourself literally. It's just utterly amazing. Why did I go in all that? I don't know. I guess I'm a preacher. That's the reason why I went in all that. But hey, the miners done had it. The other nations literally have had the manipulation. Everybody's going back to tangible assets for no reason whatsoever at all. The stock market is sitting up here 17,000. The Dow Industrial Average, and the Nasdaq. It's just crazy what's going on today, and there's no reason for it whatsoever at all. There's no way. It doesn't fundamentally make any sense whatsoever at all. How can you be trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in debt, and then you turn around and have this illusion of prosperity as if everything is working out fine? You have to be a fool to believe this mess. Now, I guess my greatest downfall, the greatest reason why I'm judged in this world, is because my staunch position to believe the Bible. I mean, after all, can't you be at peace if I choose to believe the Bible? I mean, after all, I don't go over and disturb you. I don't disturb you with your personal beliefs, your theologies and ideologies. You're going to find out, whether it be here or when the breath go out our body on the other side, if you are right. I'm going to find out. I guess that's the reason why it's called faith, isn't it? But I do know this. You sit there and do nothing, you're going to be judged regardless of what you like. And all of us are. And don't take the atheist position that we just exist and we're here to survive, and then after we die there's nothing. No, then what the hell live for? I mean, if that's the case, why not just fill up the flesh and do whatever the hell you want, like the Satanic Bible says, do it thy will. I mean, after all, you have nothing to judge you. Your philosophy is not going to determine what's right and wrong, because after all, if it's based on choice and decision, happen and chance, why do I have to believe what you believe then? See, the problem is lack of spirituality. And whenever you have nothing to govern the flesh of this nature right here, this particular evil Adamic nature, you will revert to the old evil Adamic nature that has no rules, no regulations, no government. And when sickness and when diseases and all these things of the flesh come upon you, you ought to have your personal revival, because after all, you did ask for it.